A Villain in Venice, Jane of the Air, Book 1. A steampunk detective and aviatrix and part-time spy. Available now. All profits to the NHS.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Now, I've recorded this review a couple of times, but as they ended up being a variety of different files, and sticking them together was just a pain, I thought I'd start again and do it all again, because this release kind of demands attention. So, Dalek Universe. Here's the important bit. The Dalek Universe is, well, not the Dalek universe. It's Terry Nation's universe. All of the really cool things that Terry Nation invented, and many of the, I don't like using the word trope, many of the tropes that he used. The things like escapes, and everyone uses escapes, but he used them a lot. Ticking bombs, time running out, all of that. Basically, the ITC end of things, where everything was just a little bit exciting. I'm not explaining myself half as well as I did in the last recordings, but this is what we're stuck with this time, so bear with me. Basically, it's very, very good. It's got the 10th Doctor, kind of in the universe of, in this box set, the first Doctor stories, the world of like The Chase and Dalek's Master Plan, that kind of thing. The Special Space Service, Androids Mark IV, all of that business, they're all gone into and really sort of dealt with here. I'm not explaining it well. Let's have a synopsis, shall we? Time has gone awry. The Doctor is lost without his TARDIS, but he's not alone. The Space Security Service agents Anya Kingdom and Mark 7, not Mark 4, haven't always been on his side in the past, but now they're here to help him. And he's going to need them, because the oldest of all foes is waiting to strike, ready to take down their greatest enemy. Now, of course, we've dealt with episode 0. That one's fine. But here we're talking, this is box set 1. It's 3 stories. It actually feels like more than just 3 stories, because obviously they all fit into one big narrative. But they all, well, they're just brilliant. I mean, let's face it, you've come here for the David Tennantness of it all. Because yes, everyone's very excited. We've had the 9th Doctor turn up and we weren't expecting him, and we were very excited when Paul McGann joined, but we were also very excited when we got the 10th Doctor. The fact that all these new series people have turned up is kind of the reason for the main range ending, because we've got so many Doctors. The main range just couldn't hold it. Well, that's my reading. Possibly just one of the factors. What is important for this box set is that episode 1, series 1, is Buying Time by John Dorney. The far future, Anya Kingdom of Space Security Service is on a mission investigating an SSS ship crashing on a distant jungle planet. Unknown to her superiors, she has been searching for something very specific. But what she finds is completely unexpected. Her old friend, the Doctor, with a completely different face and no idea what he's doing there. The Time Lord soon finds himself drawn into a conspiracy involving voracious predators, time travel, and a malevolent businessman. History itself is breaking down, and if he makes a mistake, it could mean the end of everything. Now, the thing is, the villain on the front of the box is Mark Gatiss, and we all know who he's been playing of late, which is an interesting take. Yes, the performance is a bit more Tobias Vaughan, but that's to be expected in a Terry Nation universe box set. Yes, I know. Yeah, no, I know. It's all right. I get it. Yep, I know what you're saying. That was yeah, I get it, right? But you know what I mean. Maverick Chen. There we are. So that's fine. We kind of... I don't even want to give spoilers. So that's the point. I want to talk at great length about this like I would in the pub. The pub? I haven't been in a pub for about 10 years, possibly longer. Yes, lockdown didn't really affect my social life half as much as it affected everyone else's. A social life? No, I'll have to look that one up. Anyway, it's very, very good, very, very, very fast-paced, and it just kind of keeps coming at you. And then there's the end of the episode. The thing that made Twitter go, oh, right then. And it surprised everyone. Seriously, everyone. Whatever you think it's going to be, it's not. Because this leads straight in to story number 2, The Wrong Woman by John Dorney. The team's investigations have taken an unexpected turn, but the signs still point to Sheldrake, that's the businessman. With the clock ticking down to the launch of the time tunnels, the Doctor, Anya and Mark split up, but soon discover how hard it can be to fight a foe who can always keep one step ahead of you. But stopping him is only half the battle. The Doctor says that time can be rewritten, and Anya is searching for redemption. Can she put history back on track? Or is the Doctor's future never going to be the same again? You see, all of these are lovely hints, it's a great synopsis, but it doesn't explain what this story actually is about, what actually happens, because that would be so spoilery. Oh, and the character of the newcomer, played by Gemma Whelan, oh my God, she's good. Seriously, brilliant. She could just, well, she should play, not the next Doctor, but the one after that. She's just great. Seriously. I always wanted her to play Jane in Jane of the Air, and this just makes me go, you know what, you were right all along. I absolutely adore her and her performances here. But if I say any more, no, spoilers. More ancient villains from the time of the chase and the Daleks' master plan. Just brilliant. Yes, the Daleks are thin on the ground throughout this whole story. It's more of a Babylon 5 shadows in the background kind of a thing, but you know they're coming. Because in the next story, 1.3, The House of Kingdom, we've got mechanoids. Oh yeah, mechanoids. Does the mechanoid dance? Doing it now. The Doctor and his friends are trying to locate a scientist to help them on their quest, but an attack on a space station alters their plans. Rescued by Anya's grandfather, Merrick, and taken to Neptune, the Doctor and Mark discover their family history, a story of betrayal and loss. Will the kingdoms be reconciled, or are they destined to continue mistakes of the past? You know what? It's Doctor Who, but it's still a Terry Nation type universe. I'll leave it up to you whether they are or not going to reconcile, because as far as I'm concerned, it might not happen. It is Doctor Who after all. But you know what? Deep down, all I'm thinking is, yay, mechanoids! I love them. I shouldn't love them. They are by far the rubbish robots. I mean, let's face it, big K9 fan. But mechanoids are rubbish. They're round balls of just flamethrowery nonsense. They don't make sense, right? They're meant to terraform planets, and yeah, on audio they can do a shed load more than they can in person, but they're still a bit pants. So, what have we got? We've got the beginning of the Dalek universe. We know the Daleks are out there. We know they're still villains. This is a pre-Time War event. The Doctor, of course, needs to get back to his end of space-time on the other side of the Time War. And all of that timey-wimey nonsense is dealt with. You don't have to worry going, oh, surely that doesn't... Oh. No, forget that. Just enjoy the ride. Seriously, just enjoy it. I really, really liked this. So much more than I was expecting to. Anya's brilliant. So glad she isn't got rid of. And you know what? Oh, let's have more Gemma Whelan. Let's have another Rangers, please. Oh, you wouldn't have hired her for just one story. It's lockdown. You could have had her in everything. Oh, no. that would be a spoiler too. Oh, there's so much I need to say, but I just can't. Look, listen to it, email me, and we can all be on the same page. So until next time, here's the trailer, enjoy, and I promise this was all one file, and I didn't have to get anything out of the trash can or whatever it is on my desktop where I accidentally put all the folders. Be seeing you.
Anya!
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The 10th Doctor Adventures, Dalek Universe 1.
Time travel. Good idea or not?
It's overrated.
Anya!
Bit dark though, isn't it? Surely if you're going around opening doors, you'd switch on the lights.
Maybe those systems were damaged in the crash?
Very probably. Mark!
Wait, Mark? Mark, I know. Mark 7? But why send me there? Why do you two?
I believe I may have the answer to that conundrum. I think you may have been sent to me because I was investigating George Sheldrake.
And he's launching the time tunnels from there at midnight.
Midnight? Why is it always the end of the world at midnight?
You can trust me. In fact, that's your only option. I'm the foremost temporal scientist of this era.
Don't thank me yet. I think we're coming down in the clearance zone. Among all those mechanoids. Brace yourselves!
Too late. They've opened fire. It's landing in the next street. Then let's get over there. You too, mechanoid. Come on. The Visians. There's one in here. Whatever potential chronoclasm this is, it's likely to have been triggered by the activation of the time tunnels.
Temporal anomaly detected.
Big Finish. We love stories.
You're the only one that can help. Without you, it's the end of everything.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Available on Spotify, iTunes, Acast, Stitcher, and wherever good podcasts are found. Get early access to content by subscribing to the Tin Dog Podcast YouTube channel. You can support the show at patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on Twitter at tindogpodcast or email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. All of the things discussed are the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.